Hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm a finance major at the University of West Florida. I chose to be a finance major because I think, one, it'll go well into what I want to do in the future, which is being a budget analyst for the government, and using the skills I learned here at UWF, I think I can put those skills into helping the government balance its budget. In taking a finance major, you're going to be taking courses like your general business courses, such as accounting, your marketing, management, and then you're going to go into your more specific, your managerial finance, all the way up to your corporate finance capstone-like courses. In corporate finance, you're going to be learning about things like net present value, which is where you're taking an asset or purchasing an asset in the future and seeing what its current value would be and if it's a profitable asset to purchase. And I, in particular, was able to do a couple of internships. One of them was at a local bank here in Pensacola, and that allowed me to take some of those things and work with my boss and find out how the actual banking system works and how their credits and debits work and their loan structures work. So these are all pretty great opportunities for a finance person, and I highly recommend that everyone gets that. One of my favorite parts about being a finance major is that personal finance in particular is something that every single person is going to experience throughout their life, whether they recognize it or not. And having a better understanding of things like what kind of interest rates are good for a house or for a car or other purchase items that you'll be experiencing throughout your life. Being a finance major allows you to actually be able to understand what those mean and how much cost they are going to actually be for you. One of the hardest parts about being a finance major is definitely understanding that it's not just math. It's about being confident in estimates, because a lot of finance is based off of your estimates that you're going to be coming up with on your own calculations, and being able to present those in a very articulate, well-spoken way means more than necessarily being able to do math, because you have to be confident in what you're trying to get other people to believe in your answers and analysis. One of the things I wish someone could have told me before I became a finance major was that it's not just about crunching numbers. It's about being able to work on a team and being able to present your cases to another individual, or in this case, your professor. Being able to analyze business strategies and ratios, being able to do the number crunching is important, but being able to actually work in a cohesive group and present your findings in a way that everybody can understand is perhaps probably the more important thing. Having good verbal and communication skills is as equally important as being able to actually do the math itself. One piece of advice I'd like to give every finance major is that every major is tough. No matter what major you enter into in college, it's going to have a make or break it class. Those are the classes there that maybe it's not important to get an A, it's just important to get through them. And in getting through that class, you find out whether or not you love or should continue with your major. But at the same time, you need to understand that getting through it is not just enough. You also have to enjoy everything you do. So I suggest strongly that everybody does an internship. It's the best way to actually recognize what they'll be doing in the field that is important and will have more relatability to what you'll be doing in the future than the coursework that you'll be doing during classes. One last thing that I should say is that when being a finance major, it's very important that you either join a group of people who are in your major or in the same level, freshman, sophomore year as you, or join an organization that is focused on finance. I'm sure there's a couple in this university and also other universities that are finance-related organizations. Joining a group is very important to, one, increasing your study time. Being able to study in a group allows you to study more than you would if you're an individual studying by yourself. Also, studying in a group allows you to see the different dynamics of how other people think and how a different problem can be solved in a different way, which is beneficial to you when you're on a test and you might need another approach to solve it.